Yarnney.
Hello, welcome to Yarnney. In this tutorial, you will learn how to make this 3D letter T. It's a very easy project and suitable for beginners. For the stitches you will need to know for this project, it's basically the slip knot and chain and the single crochet. In terms of material needed, you will obviously need some yarn. I'm using this Big Twist Posh in the bulky weight number 5. If you're using a different type of yarn or size, the project is suitable, it's fine. It's just going to be a different sizing of the letter T. Other than yarn, I'm going to be using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook here. Make sure you have a crochet hook that will be suitable for the yarn that you will be using. Some scissors to cut your yarn, then yarn needle just to sew in the end. Also, make sure you have some fiber fill or yarn scrap, anything you have, so you can basically fill the middle of this letter T here so that it can be the 3D effect. In order to do the 3D letter T, what we're going to do is crochet 2 of these flat letter T's. And to do these flat letter T's, we're actually starting at the bottom here, this larger section, and then we're going to move our way up in the middle, going all the way here, and then we're basically just crocheting the 2 flat T's together and filling the middle section to get the 3D effect. So we will start with a slip knot and chain foundation. To do the slip knot, you take the tail end of your yarn, wrap it around your index finger, bring it on top of your working yarn, which is the side that's attached to your ball of yarn. So then you take the working yarn, you do a loop on your finger as well. So then you take the back loop forward and you have your slip knot. Now you tighten it, you insert your hook, you tighten the slip knot, and we're ready. So the foundation chain, we will do 23 chains. To do a chain, you wrap the yarn around your hook and you just pull the yarn with your hook through the loop on the hook here. Just like this, and this is one chain. So we do 23 in total. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So from this point on, we're basically going to do 6 rows of single crochet. So each row will have 22 single crochet. So what we're doing in this first row here, we're starting from the second chain from the hook. So the loop on the hook does not count as a chain. The first chain from the hook is this first V formation, and then the second chain from the hook is this second V formation here. So you insert your hook in the second chain from the hook, then you pull the yarn with your hook through that chain back again, like this. And then you will have 2 loops on your hook. Wrap the yarn around your hook, pull it through both loops, and this is your single crochet. So we do 1 single crochet in each of the chain to move our way back to the beginning of the chain. So I have 2 here, 3, 4, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, then 12, 13. So 1 single crochet in each chain here. This is 14, then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and yeah, 20, 21, and 22 here. So we're reaching the end of row number 1, and then so we have a row number 1 here. We need 5 more rows of 22 single crochet in each row. In between each row you will chain 1 as a turning chain, so chain 1, then you turn your project around and we move all the way back again, 1 single crochet in each stitch. So insert your hook in the first stitch and you do a single crochet, and then you just keep going like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and then lastly after this 22 single crochet here, row number 2 is done. So then remember, you chain 1, turn your project around. So you just keep going and just add 4 more rows like this of single crochet, 1 single crochet in each stitch to arrive at 22 single crochet in each row. So if you add 4 more rows, and since we've already completed 2 rows, you will have 6 rows in total, and then I will meet you back here at the end of your 6th row. Don't forget to chain 1 in between each row. So I've arrived at the end of my row number 6 here with my last single crochet. Once you've done that, just take scissors and cut your yarn. Doesn't need to be too long, and then you will just pull onto the yarn with your crochet hook so that it secures the end here. So now we're ready to do the middle portion of the T to go up. So what you're going to do is count 8 stitches from the right side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Insert your hook under the 8th stitch, and then go take your yarn, and we will just basically kind of hook it onto the hook here and pull it through the stitch like this, and then just use your hand to kind of secure the loose part of the yarn here, and we will chain 1 like this. And then you can pull onto the yarn to tighten the stitch here. So this chain 1 will count as the first stitch that we're doing in this row, and then we're adding 7 single crochet. So this is 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Once you've done your 7th single crochet, you just want to make sure that you have 7 stitches on the left side that we will not work on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's the same thing on the right side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this means that it will be symmetrical, and the middle will just go up, and you have a space here that is the same length on both sides. So from now on, we just add 8 single crochet in each row. So chain 1, turn your project around, then we do 8 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 here. So the 8th single crochet that you're doing here is using that chain we did at the beginning of the row. So make sure you insert it under the full chain. So it might be a little tight here. just use your fingers to guide the hook. And then again, chain 1, turn your project around. So 8 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you just basically keep doing this. Make sure to chain 1 in between each row. Then you turn your project around and you add 8 single crochet. So you will do 21 more rows of 8 single crochet in each row. So I will meet you here after you've completed 21 more rows of 8 single crochet in each row. So I'm at my last single crochet of the last row here. Once you've completed that, if this is your first to the letter T here, the flat T, go ahead and cut your yarn and then pull the yarn with your hook to secure the stitch. But if it's your second one, like I have 2 flat T's here, if this is your second one, do not cut your yarn. So do not cut your yarn. What we're going to do at this point is continue using the yarn to single crochet all around the edges by merging the 2 sides of the T. So you just want to make sure you align your T exactly one on top of each other. And this is when we start merging the project. So basically, you will insert your hook under the next stitch here on the side, and you do the same thing for the other side here, making sure it's aligned, and then you do single crochet. And you keep doing this all around the edges, and this will basically attach the 2 sides together. And eventually you will come around to the other side, and you want to make sure you start stuffing the project as you go. Just like this here. So continue doing this, and then just go all the way around, single crochet in each stitch. When you're at a corner here, when you arrive at the corner here, for example, I usually like to do 2 stitches in 1 stitch in the corner, so that will make the edge a little sharper. So I'll keep going and I'll meet you at the corner just to show you what I mean. So I'm at the corner here, so I just do my regular stitch here in the corner, but then I will do another one in this exact same stitch I just did the single crochet. This will kind of naturally bring my hook to continue this side, and we will make the edge a little sharper here. So then you just continue 1 stitch, 1 single crochet in each stitch, continuing to merge here. And then I'm basically almost again at a corner. And if you have these little yarn tails, just make sure you put them inside your project so that it's hidden like this. So then again, 2 single crochet in the corner here, so my first here, and then another single crochet in the exact same corner to naturally have my hook coming on top here. And then you just continue all the way around, and then make sure you stuff your T with fiber fill or yarn scrap, anything you have, so that it has a 3D effect. I'll meet you towards the end to show you how to end the project. So I just completed my last stitch after going all the way around, and to basically finish this, we will just end it with a slip stitch. So insert your hook in the next stitch, pull the yarn through the stitch and also through the loop on the hook here to do your slip stitch, and then you can basically cut your yarn. And you can use a yarn needle, so pull the yarn through first, tighten it, Then just use your yarn needle. We will hide the yarn inside the project quickly. And then we can cut this piece of yarn. So I just like to bring it inside the project towards the back, pull it out. And then you can just cut the yarn. And this is how you complete a 3D letter T. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon for another tutorial. Thank you so much for watching.